Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Today's show is brought to you by Personal Capital. For a free trial of Personal Capital, just go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Personal Capital banner. Or go to PersonalCapital.com/TMOS. Again, click the Personal Capital banner on MikeO'MaraShow.com or go to PersonalCapital.com/TMOS.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store. And around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you? It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Well, look who made it back from Landover.
Hey now.
Great weekend, big weekend for you.
Hail, all hail.
Yeah, HTTR is what you screamed when you came in. But you're not the only one who had an eventful weekend. Did you hear about golfer Greg Norman?
No.
Oh, he has a house in South Florida, and he just missed by millimeters cutting his hand off in a chainsaw accident.
Oh, my God.
Now, we've covered golf on this show for a long time. Yeah, let's say that. So we have Greg Norman's house number. Let's call Greg and see if he's doing okay. He's been discharged from the hospital.
What a get.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, this is they say it's going to heal. Hand. Yeah, it's going to heal. It cut him right where you'd wear a wristwatch.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, and so they were able to. They missed the artery.
Oh, God.
He's going to heal. They say there's some tingling, but he said tingling better than not having a hand.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk to Greg and see how he's doing. Golfer Greg Norman. He's from Australia, I believe.
Is he?
I think so. Maybe he answered left-handed.
Oh, my God. That's probably hard these days.
Well, give him a chance. He's just home from the hospital. Hello?
Mr. Norman?
Oh, line's dead. I think we need to call again.
Jesus.
I know.
Hey, I know he's at that line of clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know his nickname. Do you know his nickname?
The Shark.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about his line
of... Oh, and look, Rofo's wearing a Greg Norman shirt today.
What about his line of gloves?
You buy them one at a time.
Got to be some sort of sale going on.
Take
advantage.
Like a Michael Jackson thing, really, yeah. So I will call Greg Norman, and maybe we can get you another one of those handsome shirts, Rob Ford. Rofo, rocking the
Norman residence.
Hi, is this the Greg Norman house?
It is. Hello, who am I speaking with?
Hi, this is Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana with the Mike O'Mara Show. We don't have an appointment. We'd like to speak to Greg Norman.
He's not available right now. Can I take a message, please?
Yeah, I just told you who it is. It's Rob Spiewak and Oscar Santana from the Mike O'Mara Show.
We're scheduled to speak with him at this time.
Wait a minute. What did you say your first name was?
It's Rob and Oscar from the Mike.
Is that Rob with two B's?
It is.
Rob.
Yes.
Rob, it's Charlie. It's Charlie, Rob.
Charlie.
It's Charlie.
Charlie who?
I can't believe it. You, Charlie Stewing Stabalak,
Rob.
Charlie!
No, what are you?
My God.
I think you weaseled your way into someone else's life.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Hi, Oscar. How are
Hey,
you?
Charlie.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm Mr. Norman's valet.
So you're not. You see, the last time we spoke, you were working for Mike.
No, he fired me again.
At least you're in Florida still.
Yeah, I came across the state. Now I'm working for Mr. Norman. There was a position available, and so it goes. It's been pandemonium around here. I don't even know what that means.
But that's what the press said.
That's right.
What happened yesterday?
Mr. Norman likes to take the chainsaws out of the shed, and I organized the chainsaws in the shed, so I knew where he was. He likes to cut down the mangrove trees down by the end of the property, down by the water.
How many chainsaws does he have that they require organization?
Well, we got a lot of grounds here. We got a lot of people. I don't do that. I can do that, but I don't have the talent to do the greenskeeping and the gardening. They got a bunch of gardeners down here. I'm primarily Mr. Norman's valet.
Now, do you maintain the chainsaws?
I sometimes do, but I didn't on this particular chainsaw, and I guess it didn't really matter. It was a mistake he made, and he admitted to it, because normally if something would go wrong, if the chainsaw wouldn't work, it'd be, Charlie? Charlie?
Oh, no.
Have you been in the shed again? Hey, congratulations on the big Reno show.
Hey,
oh,
thanks.
Thank you.
You know, tickets go on sale today, Charlie.
I'm going to try like hell to make it out there, but it's a long way from South Florida to Reno. Oh, man, flights are expensive.
Send the hand if you can't come.
He's going to keep his hand, Oscar.
Oh.
He didn't even cut the artery. He's going to be fine. He's going to be A-okay.
Now, you say you're his houseboy or his valet? What is your title?
I'm not a houseboy, Rob. I know you'd like me to be a houseboy, but I'm a valet. I'm a butler.
You're the butler? You buttle? You buttle.
I answer the door. I answer the telephone. Schedule his meetings in the house. I make sandwiches.
Charlie.
I pour drinks. I set the table. I help the cooks with the food, and I pour the wine. Yes, Oscar.
Charlie, I read an article, and I didn't put two and two together, but now it makes sense that Mr. Norman's valet was scheduled for surgery next week. A surgery to look a little bit more like to actually get Mr. Norman's chin, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I saw it.
He's doing the Liberace thing,
I saw
Charlie.
it in some
You're doing a Liberace joke? That's not true. No, the only thing, Oscar, that Mr. Norman wants me to do, he says he wants me to talk more like him. He wants me to talk more Austrian.
Oh, no, he's Australian, Charlie.
Yeah, whatever. He wants me to
Austrian
talk more like
is-
he does, so I've
Trust
been
me,
practicing.
history would dictate that the Austrians are very different.
Okay, well, I don't know all the big
Do you do the
Geo thing.
Do you do the Australian accent?
I do. I've been practicing by listening. He gave me a bunch of Men at Work albums, and I've been listening
That's
to
not
that.
going to help. They just sing.
I come from a land down under, so fix me a Vegemite sandwich.
Is that the kind of sandwich you fix for Greg Norman?
He actually maybe watched the Crocodile Hunter, Crocodile Dundee,
Yes.
and listen to Men at Work album. So I've been working with. Here goes.
Okay, here we go.
Please.
Hello, mate. Tie me kangaroo down.
That's pretty good.
Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate that.
Now-
How you been? Huh?
Good. There's a question that we
How
haven't.
those kooky kids of yours? They
Oh.
behaving themselves?
Robert and Julia, I know you're a big fan.
Yeah. How's the ongoing battle?
With the children, I'm losing
No,
ground
the weight,
every day.
the weight, the
Oh,
weight.
I'm fatter than I've ever been, Charlie.
Oh my God! No more pizza and ice cream for you, Rob.
No, but Charlie, you look great. I think the
Mr.
Florida
O'Mara's really
lifestyle.
fat too. Mr. O'Mara's got a fat story. I'd like to throw Rob off his game by asking about his weight.
Not anything I don't think about in the beginning of the day or the end of the night.
Lots of fun, ain't it? That's for sure.
Questions. Now you've been working with Greg Norman for a little while. We haven't addressed this in a while.
Yes.
Has there been any of what we remember we used to talk about, bad touch?
Oh.
Nope. No, he likes women. He doesn't touch me. Not like Mr. O'Mara. That's for sure. He doesn't get really handsy. He doesn't do. I just go my way. He goes his, and he's not in a really good mood. So I kind of try to avoid him. You know. Well, we're almost losing his hand and all.
Yeah. So he won't be playing a lot of catch, will he?
Hold on just a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. That's all right. If you want to do that. Yeah. Okay. So that's the cook.
Oh, how's the cook?
Oh, wow.
Pepito is doing fine.
Oh,
Pepito is preparing lunch for the Normans today. They're going to
Pepito?
be having mahi-mahi.
Ooh.
Grilled mahi-mahi today. It's with a arugula salad with balsamic vinegar.
Wow. Pepito wouldn't be available to the phone, would he?
Yeah, hold on just a second. Pepito. Hey, Pepito. They're a bunch of guys I used to work with. They want you on the show.
Yeah, it's Pepito
Hold on
the
just a
cook.
second. Here he comes. He's coming right now. Hold on.
Pepito.
This will be exciting.
Jesus.
Almost better than talking to Greg Norman.
Hello,
Who is this?
this is Pepito.
Really?
Hi, how are you?
I didn't really expect you to sound like that.
Who am I speaking with?
This is Rob and Oscar from the Mike O'Mara Show.
Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, very nice to meet you. What can I do for you?
I was wondering, what do you have planned to cook for Greg Norman? Obviously not any finger
We're
food.
making some mahi-mahi and an arugula salad with a little balsamic vinegar.
Ah, healthy.
And, of course, mojitos.
Of
Oh,
course.
Mr.
mojitos.
Norman has asked for mojitos. He'd like to have a little cocktail since his hand is still quite sore.
Does
So is there anything else I can do for
yeah?
you?
Question. Obviously, you're working sort of with him. How is Charlie in the kitchen? Is he
Hold
helpful?
on just a second,
Okay.
please. Just 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, make sure you put them out there right now. Yeah. Yeah, prepare the table the way I want it. Thank you
Pepito.
very much. Oh, boy, I have to
Serious
tell everybody
man.
what to do. That's Rosie, our housekeeper. Rosie is doing the
Rosie the
table
housekeeper?
setting
Is she a robot?
Pardon me? No, she's not a robot. I'm not sure what you're not. I have to run, guys.
Is
I'm very
Rosie
sorry.
available?
Would you like to speak to Rosie?
I would.
Oh, okay, hold on just a second.
This is Greg Norman's housekeeper, Rosie.
Hello.
Rosie, how are you?
I don't speak English.
What do you speak?
Espanol.
Español. Oh, un
Speak to her.
placer.
Speak to
Un
her.
placer.
Buenos días.
Rosita.
Yeah, Rose, come in, Rose.
Rosy, perdón. ¿Cómo está nuestro amigo Charlie? ¿Está trabajando?
Hold on a second. Yes. I know, Todd. I understand me, Mr. I will in just a second. I have to go. That is my boss, Mr.
Okay.
Todd. Mr. Todd is he's doing
you
some
have
designing
another
work.
boss?
That's like the head housekeeper. I guess. Can we speak to Mr. Todd?
Yes, just a minute.
Thank you. Such a huge staff. Did you expect this?
Hello. Hello.
Who is this?
This is Mr. Todd.
How are you?
I'm just fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
You're the head housekeeper of the Norman household.
I'm not the head of housekeeper. No, I'm not the head of housekeeper. I'm the interior designer.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have a question that I'd like to ask
And
everyone.
I help them with their daily flowers.
I like the
Mrs.
daily
Norman
flowers?
Mrs. Norman enjoys flowers throughout the home, so I'm in charge of that. I don't live here, and I'm not a full-time
Are you a
employee of the household.
botanist?
I dabble in botany. What can I do for you?
I have a question that I'd like to ask anyone I know named Todd. How do you feel about fluoride in water?
I think it's a disgrace. I don't think you should do that at all. I think it's absolutely terrible. I don't understand why anybody does that. You know?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Our delivery man is here.
Oh, the delivery man.
Tony, yes.
Tony.
Put the peppers on the counter.
Maselli?
Right. Put the peppers on the counter, and then
Todd?
Peter wants you to prepare the mahi-mahi. Put the the arugula goes right next to the
Todd?
pans with the mahi-mahi. Yes, just hello.
I know this is highly unorthodox, but can we speak to Tony?
Yeah, just a second.
This is the fifth person.
Hello. Yeah, can I help you?
Is this Tony?
This is Tony. How
Now,
are you?
do you work for the Normans, or are you like a grocer?
No, I'm a grocer. I deliver. I deliver
Peapod?
produce and no, it's not Peapod. You're talking Peapod. You're full of crap. It's not Peapod. It's not Peapod at all.
How long have you been delivering to the Normans?
That's not important. What's important right now is to make sure that everybody in your audience goes and sees my new movie, The Drop. Thank you.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
All right, it's time for another kooky, crazy call.
Another Kooky Crazy Call is a copyrighted feature.
And this time, we're calling a pet store. And I'm going to disguise my voice and attempt to purchase 10 parakeets. Let's see what happens.
Hello, House of Pets.
Yes. Do you sell parakeets there?
Yes, we do.
Excuse me. How many do you have?
I think we have 7 or 8 at the present time.
Well, I'm going to need 10.
Well, we have another store in the area, and I'm sure we could get 2 more from them.
I see. In other words, you'd have to go to another store then, huh?
Yes, we would.
Okay. Well, let me think about it, and I'll get back to you later.
All right. Thank you.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
Live from the Cabby Fiber Studios and heard worldwide, this is the Mike O'Mara Show. We are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 25 million downloads, heard exclusively over the air on the mighty 1630 KCJJ and at MikeO'MaraShow.com, everybody. The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily podcast and radio show with the greatest listeners on the planet. Why?
Why is that?
Because they get it. Our show today is brought to you by Personal Capital. You know, Rob, Oscar.
Yes.
There are a lot of things that I don't understand.
Is this Jack Benny?
Magic tricks, microwaves, the popularity of the Kardashians. But I'm
Mind-boggling.
okay with all of that. The one thing that I wish I understood better is my finances. You guys know that.
Yes.
I bet you're the same way. Well, maybe Oscar's not, but I know you are, Rob. Between all your banking accounts, your stocks, your various assets, your 401k, it seems like it's impossible to keep track of everything until now.
Yay, now. Now is great.
Personal Capital, that's what I'm talking about. Personal Capital is free and it is secure, and it will let you keep track of all of your finances in one place, one convenient location. Whether you use your computer, your phone, your tablet, it's all right there. One screen, real-time and intuitive graphs. Personal Capital will show you how much you're overpaying in fees and how to reduce those fees. That's another benefit of Personal Capital. Even better, with Personal Capital, you get tailored advice on how to optimize your investment. Face it, knowledge is power, and Personal Capital gives you the power. It takes 1 minute to set up your free account. Go to personalcapital.com/TMOS. Please do it for us, and do it to start growing your money. That's personalcapital.com/TMOS. Well,
yes,
the day is here. The day that I bring upon myself. It is the day that I love it, but I hate it. It's the day where we begin to sell our tickets for the live show in Reno and CAT 2014. And it is the Mike O'Mara Show Live, Reno, Nevada. That's right. We're going to be out there November 15th. And it is also the day that I begin to, as you guys know, go out of my mind.
Yes.
And because Circus in Reno has the phone number, 800-648-5010. That's where they sell the tickets.
Yeah,
but
box office.
Because it's not an online thing, the way we track everything, we have to go through this system of finding out how we did with ticket sales. We don't get that immediate response. And the last time we did the Reno show, we sold out in a very, very quick amount of time. And now, I thought that once I sold out a show, the first one we ever did,
right,
that I would be fine, that everything would be. No, that's not the case. It's continuous anxiety. It's continuous desire to be loved. And I even get so paranoid that I look on social networking about CAT 2014, and thank you, and I'm trying to notice that am I getting the same amount of comments? Am I getting the same feedback?
A ratio.
Well, he's running his own schematics, his mental schematics.
Yeah.
Well, no,
metrics.
I just want to. I wish it was just over tomorrow. I wish we would sell out in one day, and I wouldn't have to sweat the tickets. And and it drives me nuts. And you guys know. You can probably tell today that I admit it, I'm not in the same room with you, but I know that I am difficult to live with until this show is sold out. And then once the show is sold out, we make the final little edits on the show and make sure that we deliver a fantastic product.
Absolutely.
The one thing I said to people in Reno 2 years ago, the last time we were there, I said, we're coming back. We're coming back. I said that to everybody, and they said, we'll be there. We'll be there. So now, I'm imploring all those people that said, we'll be there. I have no confidence. Do you understand that? Yeah. I'm not one of these lying radio personalities like Rush Limbaugh who gets on there and goes, well, open up the greatest thing. I'm somebody who basically says, please love me.
You're
please.
needy. We're all needy. But be fair to yourself, Mike. This is only the 4th live show we've done. So there's still a lot of stuff that is, a little out of our, our comfort zone
as well.
It's going to be a brand new show. So, Mike, know this. In a couple of years, we'll have it down where we can announce the show, sell out in 2 days. On the 4th day, we do the show. And on the 5th day, everything's back in normal. We can do the whole thing Monday to Friday and be done with it. But as for now, it's still a more drawn-out process, which is why it's more important than ever for people, and I won't even ask them to buy tickets, Mike, just show the love. That's all we want. Show the love.
Well, I would want them to buy tickets and show the love.
They know that buy tickets is meant by show the love.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is CAT 2014, the Mike O'Mara Show Live. We return to the Mandalay Ballroom at the Circus Hotel and Casino in scenic, beautiful Reno, Nevada. It is Saturday, November 15th at 8 p.m. Get your tickets today by calling the Circus box office at 800-648-5010. Tickets are available starting today at 1 o'clock Eastern. That's 10 a.m. Pacific. And special TMOS room rates are available. You've already been taking advantage of those. That doesn't make me any more confident. Doesn't make me any more confident when people are taking advantage of that. Don't
you think they just go for the rooms?
No, I know they're going to go to the show, but it's just those are the super passionate early birdies that that get out there. And, you can click the link on our website, and the link will give you all the information you need. We've all got it on our Facebook pages.
Yes.
I just had every now and then I would drift back into that heightened state of paranoia. I would.
It's the name of the game. It's the name of the game.
Rob put up a post about Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Oscar was talking about going up to New York and being on Sirius, and I was just sitting down here all alone down in Florida going, does anyone care? Does anyone care? We've got the biggest show. We've got to do that. And I do that. I do that every time. I always do that. But let me just. I'm just telling you that. I'm telling you that so you will understand that
the mania?
my level of the mania,
feel,
the level of anxiety.
Do you feel a little more needy because you are by your onesies right now?
No, I'm always like this when it comes to the live shows.
Who can you yell at? Those poor dogs?
No, I'm actually.
Carla's going to come back and both dogs will have tinnitus from the yelling. Such yelling, Mike.
My relationship with the dogs is as good as it ever has been.
Oh, well, maybe we should change the show to dog then.
No,
instead of cat.
Dog 2014. No, we did a cat
dogs.
because you created that.
I know. Cat is great. This is going to be great.
And incidentally, you're doing a good job promoting this, but your level of passion for the fake cat was so much. It was so completely off the charts. This is now, it's Cat 2014.
Well,
it's real. It's real. What? Explain his mind to me, because I don't understand the way his mind works.
Before we could just talk about it and build it up. Now it's real work. So
that's right, Mike.
Wow.
And
Rob's done a great job with coordinating with our graphic guy. And let's give him the thanks he deserves on the show.
Greg Cox. Thank you,
Greg Cox.
Thank you.
Greg Cox is a wonderful human being that helped us with our graphics for the live show, Cat 2014.
One of many talented people we have.
And really did a nice job with that. And Rob, Rob's been I've been sharing Rob's stuff more than I've been putting my own stuff up there. Rob shared this lovely little post that had the time and the theater and the ticket information, and then I put mine up, and it was just like, okay, possums, let's do it. And then mine is just this text
but you know
crap
what?
that's just this
no spelling
mess.
errors. You've done very, very well.
I'm
you're
so
coming along.
I'm so illiterate
he's
still when it
going
comes to posting stuff.
He's not even putting the graphic up. It's just text.
I tried to put the graphic up. Do you know how long it takes me to even put a new cover page and profile picture up? It takes me, and it's all handed to me. The download is absolutely handed to me, and then I hit the thing and said, "Would you like to upload a photo?" And I go, let me see. Would I like to upload a photo? Do I do it that way or do I get it? And incidentally, when I got my new iPhone, when I got it replaced, the one that went swimming last week, all the pictures are gone. All of my pictures on the iPhone are gone. But I got a new thing. See?
Hey, there you go.
See this? Can you read that?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey,
Oscar, are you familiar at all with E.E. Cummings?
The OtterBox.
I got the chargeable OtterBox.
Oh, that's excellent.
Thing.
There's an author named E.E. Cummings who really hated punctuation and capital letters.
Yes.
And so when Mike posts on Facebook, it almost looks like E.E. Cummings. There's no capitalization, no punctuation, just sort of a rambling lowercase thought. The thought is very strong. It's just not, you're not accustomed to seeing it look like that.
You can criticize me all you want. What I need from you, the level of I would like you. I will accept nothing less from you, Rob Spiewak, than the level of enthusiasm that you showed for the fake bullshit cat. I swear to God.
James.
And incidentally, he hit the sound effect. That's going to be a fun edit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun
Very
edit.
much.
Yeah, you know what
Tony
will be tap dancing.
I want the level of enthusiasm for the original BS cat that made no one any money, that put nothing into the good of the show, that was just a complete circle J, which you went bananas on.
Now,
you went bananas on.
Be fair, the original cat.
I have given you the name. I have
Naming
taken
rights,
the Rob
baby.
Spiewak.
Naming rights. We put
The
your
naming
logo
rights.
on our NASCAR.
And he's like, Robert III and I watched Frankenstein meets Abbott and Costello. So no room for that crap. This is until we sell out. It's all the time. Cat
All right.
2014.
No more Abbott and Costello posts. You have my word on it.
But I mean, it's
I
it's
know.
just
I
that's
know.
you. You are so disengaged from the seriousness of the business of this product, and I'm sitting here with my stomach turning into Swiss cheese, and I wish
that may be because
I would
of
love
your
to
diet.
be you. I
Be
would
honest.
love to be you. I would love to be you.
No, you wouldn't really. No one really wants to
And
be
then
me.
meanwhile, I got over here from Bolivia, I got, Johnny 50 shows.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Gotta keep working. You gotta keep working. You gotta keep working.
Keep working.
That's
Keep
right.
working.
He's like a shark, Mike. If he stops swimming, he dies.
Right, and then I've got over here, and then I'm thinking about, and so I'm talking to Pony today, and I said, can we turn on the camera so I can see? Oscar's not here yet.
That's exactly how it went.
I'm like, maybe we have you do all the stuff. And I said, he said, well, somebody got in and changed everything over the weekend. Okay. I said, what show was in here? I don't know. Yeah, why would you know? Why would the guy that's our number one technical guy, why would he know what shows were in here over the weekend? And then Rob said, well, there wasn't, the Tony show wasn't in here over the weekend. Oh, then I guess not. Okay. So you, Mr. Skinny Boy, you're coming out to Reno, are you not? Of course you are.
Yes, yes.
This isn't like Maine, so I want you. This is my pep talk. This is my official Cat 2014.
Yes. Team meeting.
This is my pep talk for everybody. This is the proverbial moment where now, starting today,
yes,
we all get off our asses and we go nuts. Now, Oscar, you worked with everybody out at Circus,
Yes.
and
My
we're
work
done with
is
that.
done.
So your work is
he's not even
really,
gonna
to be
be at the
honest
show.
with you, he's great. One of the quotes from, I think, just to myself over the weekend, well, it's another debut weekend for something special for TMOS. We might as well have another big weekend for Big O and Dukes, because every goddamn time I do anything for my show, those two maniacs of energy have some new effing little thing that's going on that they have to promote. And I was sitting there just going, oh, no, that was like Turbo Napoleon sigh. I was going, oh. And, I'm fine with most of it because I've resigned myself to the fact that
And you signed off.
They're
I
very
called
much.
you.
I promoted it. I
Yeah.
was all in, and then it just began to just sift away. It's like, okay, so now the serious show with Big O and Dukes is behind us.
Right.
It's over.
Yeah.
So now what's the next thing? Are you going to have Halloween and suds and strings? What's the next thing that you guys are going to be doing that I have to worry about cross promoting on our?
I think I don't think I know. It's a tradition that we usually do some sort of Hordoween.
Oh, for Halloween.
Yeah, for
yeah.
Halloween. I don't know if we're doing it in the bunker or at location. Still working on that.
I see.
They're just nonstop.
Yes.
I swear.
But it's
to
not.
God.
It's not like a big Reno show. And
Well,
by
here's
then,
the
the Reno
thing.
show will be sold out. So.
Well, you know what? If that's the problems I would like to have. That's
Yeah.
the way I look at it. I think it's going to be fantastic. And that's it. I'm in. I got it all out of my system.
Good.
I was waiting all weekend because I'm alone down here.
So alone.
I'm alone down here in Florida, all by myself. I don't even have a wife to talk to right now. I'm going squirrely, okay? Do you
Mike,
understand? I'm going squirrely.
You want to talk about a problem that's good to have. Not having a wife to talk to is right near the top of the list.
Maybe you feel like that, Rob, but I happen to love my wife.
You newlyweds, look at you.
Yeah, anyway, we'll take a break. We'll come back. I'll tell you all about the loneliness and how I didn't get to this. I was going to try to get to this all last week. How I creeped out the elderly neighbors, the old ladies. I managed to creep out the old ladies. And you don't know when you've hit bottom socially when you creep out old ladies. I'll tell you all about that when we come back on the Mike O'Mara Show.
It's Tony and Gary.
Hi, I'm Tony Perkins.
And I'm Gary Stein.
From the Tony Perkins Show featuring Gary Stein. Guess who is on our show this week? Tell him, Gary.
I think it's Danny Aiello.
Yes, it is.
He was in Do the Right Thing, but how many other films?
Moonstruck. He was in The Last Dawn on TV. He's fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. He's going to be here with us. Be sure to listen. It's coming your way at TonyPerkinsShow.com.
It's the Tony Perkins Show featuring Gary Stein.
Welcome back to the welcome. I sound like Larry King. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. So we told you about Cat. Let's tell you about Amazon right now. We've been going around for a few weeks about our Amazon page, and that's fine. But we need to remind you of one very important fact. Shopping through our Amazon portal remains the single best way to support this show. And as we get into the Halloween season, ladies and gentlemen, it's a real good idea to get all your candy, all your supplies for Halloween. Costumes. And now with the item of here to tell us all about it, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Spiewak.
Thank you, Mike. It's the Bushnell 8 megapixel. Damn it!
Oh, God. That was the worst you've ever done.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I hate everybody and everything. You throw it to me again, Mike, and let's see how we do, huh?
Shopping through our Amazon portal remains the single best way to support the show. And now, to tell us about our Amazon product of the day, here's Rob. And Rob, you know what? It's going to help you. Let me tell you. I'm going to give you a little production. Stop that for a second, okay? Just for a second.
I got $6.
Really?
Says this probably won't help.
Really crank really crank that music, then
think?
back it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let the music establish it for you. It'll be like a nice wave at a beach where you're going to surf onto the beach with
yeah.
that. So no, you didn't. Did you crank it? Did you crank it for me, or you're sitting there with your?
He's ready to
I'm
crank
ready
it.
to. I'm ready to
He's
crank.
ready
Oh,
to
here we go.
crank it.
Shopping through our Amazon portal remains the single best way to support this show. Now to tell us about the Amazon item of the day, here's Rob Spiewak. No, you don't. Now you're mocking me. If you're going to be an a-hole
No,
and
I'm
mock
not.
me
I'm
by letting
it
it establish for
You wanna-
3 hours.
I was 3 hours. I was ready to go.
That's a quick hitter.
Bam,
Okay.
bam, bam, bam.
Music,
I gotta do it.
boom, boom,
Bam.
boom.
Thank you,
That's it,
Mike.
so-
And
No.
No.
Here we go.
from
Do
the
it-
top.
let's do it right.
All right.
Shopping through our Amazon portal remains the single best way to support this show. And now to tell us about the Amazon item of the day, here's Rob Spiewak.
Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Oscar. Sincere thanks. It's the Bushnell 8-megapixel trophy cam, an HD hybrid trail camera with night vision, Mike. Do you know it runs up to 1 year on one set of batteries and includes an adjustable web belt? That's right. Gift wrap is available. Back to you, Mike.
Always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. The best way to save money and support this show. Bookmark Amazon at MikeO'MaraShow.com and rest easy, my friend. Don't forget, for Halloween, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, Amazon, one of the best ways to support this show, along with buying tickets to Cat 2014.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Cat 2014. I'm working him like a maniac today. Yeah, I'm working him like a maniac.
Yeah, but
Keep him on his toes.
It's the mental
Yeah.
anguish that I hate the most.
Okay, so I have to talk about this because this is not only hopefully an entertaining show for you, but it is my psychotherapy occasionally. And I now I'm going into my second week, minus my family, and communicating with a lot of people. Talked to my mom this weekend, talked to my daughter Catherine this weekend, talked to my daughter Elizabeth this weekend, and I have multiple conversations, including FaceTime with my wife Carla and my son. But it's still not the same. The vast majority of the time I am sitting here, whether I go out to the store, whether I go on a boat, whether I go on the motorcycle, I am by myself, and it is truly getting to me. Only a week. This is why I've been married 3 times. I'm not somebody who does well being alone.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't
What
do
you're
well at
talking
all.
about right now is my fantasy.
Yeah, well, maybe because you actually, it's just you and Shannon.
Yeah, and when she's
But
gone,
you're still,
oh,
yeah. But you're too familiar, man. You're always in your mom's house, or you're going to Pittsburgh, or you're going
Well,
to
the
Beverly
thing
Hills.
is, I know that if I need love, I can find it somewhere.
God.
Wow,
You know?
really?
I don't have to have it around me at all
Are you
times.
talking about prostitution?
I think
No.
he is.
I'm
okay.
talking about just like if I'm having a bad day, I can drive to my mom's, right?
Well, see, you have friends too.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You have a network
That's
of
true.
friends.
And a lot of people have always said, Mike, friend good. And it's nice to have friends.
Why
Well,
don't you
can I-
have friends?
I will tell you why I don't have friends, because there are 2 reasons. I moved from where I had lived for 30 years of my life.
Right.
And we moved down here where I used to come down and vacation for a week at a time. And that was it. And then when we moved down here, shortly thereafter, everybody that lives down here split. They went back up north. They'll be coming back in October. Carla was just like going, everybody's old in that neighborhood. Everybody's old. And then it turned into about mid-August, she was saying, when are they coming back?
Mike,
when are they all coming back?
When she said everyone's old in this neighborhood, was she looking directly at you?
Yes, she was looking at me. She was looking at me. By the way, gentlemen, I because I am an intellectual, I sat back and enjoyed the Ken Burns documentary on PBS last night, The Roosevelts, and found it fascinating. Didn't get all the way through the first episode, but do you know
watched
that
that entire documentary?
Did they get up to Greer?
You what?
I've watched the entire thing.
No, you haven't watched
Yes,
it.
I have.
It was the premiere last night.
No, I've watched Ken Burns talk about this on they just remastered it for HD.
No. It's
Different one?
brand new. It's called The Roosevelts, An Intimate History.
Really?
And it was on CBS Sunday Morning where they were promoting the fact that it
3
was
hours
premiering
I watched
tonight.
of this thing. Maybe the older one. Maybe an older one that Ken Burns did. Because I remember
don't
watching
know.
it from PBS. I had to order it from PBS.
You're talking about the Roosevelts.
Yes, well, something like that. I'll look for what they have right now.
Something like it could be. You know what you're talking about? You're probably talking about the Civil War.
No, he's thinking about the baseball one, I think.
Yeah,
It's something with Ken Burns.
He's made a lot of different ones, but here's the fact I wanted to share with you,
Did
boys.
the Roosevelt one get up to Greer?
Roosevelt Greer. Rob, who the hell knows Roosevelt
Who is
Greer?
Roosevelt Greer?
Shut up.
He was
You don't
a
just find your thing.
lineman for the Los Angeles Rams, and
In the 1920s.
then he was a bodyguard for Robert F. Kennedy. Okay, thanks. I'm really glad.
Christ.
There's 30 seconds of my life I can't get back.
Oh, no, it's pretty good.
So, what I was going to say is Franklin's parents, his father and his mother. His father was like 56 when he married his mother, who was 25, and then they had Franklin.
Wow.
So I found myself, this is how pathetic I am. There were many different photos as Franklin was getting older and older and older, and I'd actually pause it, and then I'd back over it to see how the father looked.
Oh.
Because I'm kind of looking at a mirror, you know.
Yeah,
I said, and
your
this
same
back
thing.
in the dark ages. So, imagine that. If he could handle it back then, I could handle it in 2014.
Now, I think we've talked in the past that Franklin Roosevelt, of course, married Eleanor, and she had a lot of strong qualities about her. A wonderful woman,
Yes.
but not, I would say, the most handsome woman. Was his mom?
She was not heinous when she was young, but she definitely did not age her. The
about
overbites
Franklin's
seem to
mom?
get. Franklin's mom was pretty, very pretty.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
As a matter of fact, the whole thing is about Teddy Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt and Eleanor Roosevelt, and really how they changed the world and changed people's lives. And the model is people that had tremendous wealth and tremendous privilege, and were not satisfied with just having that wealth and privilege.
They wanted to pay it forward.
They felt a calling. They felt a legitimate calling, and I was watching that and realizing how few people in the world of politics today have that same attitude, where they come from amazing wealth and they want to pay it forward.
Didn't they used to teach their kids at a
Mayor
young
Bloomberg probably be the only guy today that I can think of that's like that. And I really do believe that he's somebody that actually has more money than Jesus, and he could do whatever he wants, but he kind of puts himself in the fray and puts himself in the public thing, and I admire that.
Did the Roosevelts, and you could clear this up, I remember seeing this somewhere, where they taught their kids at a young age, even with their allowance, to take a percentage of their allowance and give it to charity.
I don't know about that. I didn't get to that in the documentary.
At a young age, they would do that to their grandchildren and children.
Wow.
Where they would take their allowance and be like, okay, this is what you're getting, but you're taking this percentage and you're giving it to charity.
And
well,
I was aware
Teddy
that-
Roosevelt's father was actually one of the first. This is what I got from the documentary, and this is why everybody should watch this stuff, because it really is fascinating. One of the first people in New York society, in Manhattan, to actually exercise philanthropy. Somebody who actually donated a lot of his money, and it's interesting to see how they all were. And the one thing I'll tell you, not to get serious, but I mean, you got to watch this documentary. Here's something I didn't know: Teddy Roosevelt lost his wife during she gave birth to his child, lost his wife and his mother within 24 hours.
Oh, my God, really?
Yeah, he was coming back from Albany, New York, where he was, I think, an assemblyman, and he came back, and she died during childbirth, and the mother had, I don't know, diphtheria or something like that, and she passed away, and he lost them both within 24 hours. Now, how many people would be able to pick themselves up after that?
Can you entertain
in your 30s or whatever?
Two questions. What was the relation of Teddy to Franklin? Wasn't he, or he was Eleanor's uncle? Teddy Roosevelt was
Eleanor's uncle. Teddy was Eleanor's uncle.
And
right.
weren't Eleanor and Franklin
cousins?
Distant cousins? Okay.
They were distant cousins.
Okay.
Yeah, they were distant cousins. Just like my mom was explaining to me over the weekend that I am a second cousin once removed of Ann Dowd. I think I've told you that before.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The actress Ann Dowd,
yes.
and who's I guess getting a lot of credit for different movie roles. I guess the most recent thing she was in, she was heinous in it. It was True Detective, where she was the wife of that horrible killer at the end of True Detective.
Great personality.
That's Ann Dowd.
Pleased to know that in the family, Mike, you got the looks.
I think Ann Dowd's credit, probably one of the biggest ones, would be Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. She was
That's right. Mm-hmm.
She played I think Tom
Quite
Hanks'
the
sister
career.
in Philadelphia, and so I was trying to get that. What's the relationship? Well, she's your cousin once removed from this, and my mom was telling me a story at 94 about Ann Dowd was in a play in Hartford at the Hartford stage, and they went in to see her, and and there is a nude scene, not frontal nudity, but there's one scene in the play where she turned her back to the audience, and you see butt.
Yes.
And so after the play, because my parents knew her well from growing up. We're going to go backstage to say hello, and there was a huge line. And my dad was ill at that time. My father had already gotten sick, and he didn't feel like standing in line. And so they're getting in the car, and they left a nice note for her that apparently got to her backstage. And as they're driving away, my mom said it was so great to see Anne in that play. And my father said, yeah, it was really great. I just didn't want to see that much of her. Bada bing. Anyway, that didn't cover my loneliness. I will tell the creepy story.
Good.
About the old ladies that I freaked out. And there's nothing worse than what I experienced. And it's just the looks on their faces. It was horrible. We'll take a break, come back with more fun and more thrills on the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I do love my sleep number bed. I talk about it all the time. Do you know who now also loves her sleep number bed?
Who?
My 94-year-old mama.
She took delivery.
She has ordered her. She went to the store last week. She could not stop raving about the professionals that worked at the Sleep Number store and how helpful they were with her. And, when you get to be that age, you get pretty set in your ways.
Sure.
And they could not have been nicer. And she ordered her extra long twin that she's going to have delivered to her place, and she's thrilled with it. She will be able to enjoy the dual air technology, but it's not dual air technology, it's single air technology because she's got a twin.
It's true.
She loves it, and she's very excited. I'll give you reports on that. It's the smartest bed in the world. You'll wonder how you slept without it. My Sleep Number setting is an 80. Carla's is an 85. There's only one place in the world to find the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. That's a Sleep Number store. Come in right now, and you'll find the C2 Queen mattress with Sleep IQ. It starts at just $999.98. No better sleep. Find your Sleep Number setting today at any of the 450 Sleep Number stores nationwide. You can find one near you by calling 800-511-0061. And don't forget to tell them, like my sister did, that Mike O'Mara sent you.
Oh, she forgot?
Yeah. Yeah, of course they did.
Man.
Of course, it's the same reason why, oh, you wrote a book, dear. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice, dear. That's very nice,
my
dear.
family, you know, Rob's father kind of follows the show every day.
He's a 10.
The best.
Helps us on the website with the HBS pinup of the day. No such love and luck on my end. No, it's just and I was real clear to Kathy. I said, when you go into the store, you tell them that I sent you.
Kathy.
You tell them that my mom. Thank you very much. And my mom's conversation. Well, I could call them back and tell. And no, you couldn't call them back after. It's not my mom's fault, I mean, she's at the home for God's sake,
Mike, don't say she's at the home. That sounds
that's
not
the running
great.
joke. That's the running joke.
So
my
sad.
cousin Teddy does that with her all the time. He gets laughs, so I try to steal laughs too. Did I tell you about I told you this story about my cousin Teddy. They're sitting there, and they had some meal. It might have been up in Maine. I'm not sure where it was. They really brought out the feast. It was fantastic. It might have been lobster and seafood and all this stuff. And we're eating, and my mom's sitting there, and Teddy looks up and goes, "You won't have food like this at the home."
Oh God!
I love Teddy.
If you don't laugh,
What is it about Teddy's personality that he can say something like that and it's charming and funny, and you and I say it and they'll banish us?
Yeah, we'd say it and say, "Hey, you won't get food like this at the home, will you, Ma?" Okay. All right. Well, forget it.
I don't think that's nice, dear.
I want to get to Oscar at the football game in a second here, but first let me just get this out of the way.
Yes.
That I've been trying to tell this story for like a week and a half. I'm sitting here, a week, because it was probably Tuesday of last week that it happened.
Okay.
I'm out there walking the dogs in the morning, and there are these two ladies that walk their dogs, and they, obviously do it every morning at a certain prescribed time. I don't know whether I'm going to be out there at 6:45 or 7:15, so I float with that. I'm not going to,
but older
arrange
people,
to walk with people.
Older people love a schedule, Mike.
They love schedule.
Oh,
they
my
love,
God.
love
They
It's all
live
about
and
the
die by
schedule.
it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I see him every day, and it's always pleasantries. It's like, and the level of the comfort is the ladies speak to the dogs and not me. Now, I don't know whether that's a lady thing or what, but then we'll have little conversations. Hi, how are you? And it's small talk, but there is a fortress. There is a wall of solitude. Do you know what I mean? I'm only going to get so far. There's not going to be a heart-to-heart.
Right.
I'm not going to be let in on the gossip.
No.
And
I'm
also-
not going to, nor do I really want to be.
What
right?
people don't maybe realize about you, of all the things you hate in the world, small talk is way up
You
there.
hate small
You
talk.
hate small
I
talk.
don't like
You called
small
me
talk
on
at
it
all.
before the show today.
Yeah, Rob was talking to me about the weather. It's just like, what's it like down there? What's it like there?
I
Shut up.
wanted to know.
right.
I
And he
don't
said-
care.
And he said, this is the smallest of small talk.
Yeah.
Which really was just shut up.
So it's like, I get this. I walk with the dog. So, hello, Beluga. Hello, Beluga. Well, I've got a treat for you today, Beluga. I've got a treat. I'm like, okay. Let's just get this done. And then but I don't mind when I'm talking about, like, when we had the break-in down here.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. It's
I
important to
love,
talk about
then
that.
it gets into some real substantive conversations.
Right.
But by and large, that's it. And I realized on Tuesday that one of these ladies was walking along, and I'm having a conversation with her, and I talk about my back and how I'm rehabbing the back, and then she talked about what she had done to do a rehab thing. Everybody's got their ailments down here, so it's you tap into that really good source material
Yes.
for conversations.
Yeah.
When you talk about your ailments,
Which
everybody's got one.
You found
right?
common ground, which is a failing body.
And then they're sitting there, and I said, so the conversation is moving along, and it's going really, really well. And she said, okay. I said, well, get rolling along, although there's nothing for me to do. I tell you, I'm so damn lonely. And as soon as I said that, it's just like they had this look. They had a look on their face, and I swear to God, their reaction was just like, okay, well, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. And they just like hustled off. And I said, did I just sound like I was, is there any way? It just sounded creepy.
Well, there's several directions.
I don't think they thought that I was saying, I want you or anything.
You sounded like a mentally unstable man.
I did.
Yes.
You never say, I realized that that's not something you say
There's so many
to
things
people.
you can say when you say you're lonely. You're lonely, like in the kind of sexual way.
Sure.
Yes,
You're
it could have
lonely
been.
in the emotional way.
Right,
You're lonely
right.
in a way maybe that they don't want to know about.
Well, yeah, there's no way it's going to make him. There's no way he's going to
creepy.
come off looking
There's
appealing.
no win. It's like,
It was
please,
creepy. Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
talk to me. Stop talking to the dogs. Talk to me.
I think
It
at the
was
very
creepy.
worst, Mike, at the very worst, they think you're emotionally unbalanced.
Yes.
Just above that, they think you were hitting on them.
You've already got the child bride.
Yeah, and maybe
Oh, Jesus.
maybe
so
the
I'm
most
just not-
the most
No, they
pleasant
don't think I
outcome-
would. There's no way they thought I was.
You
hitting on
have
them,
to
Rob.
move.
All right, maybe the most pleasant outcome is you were sort of announcing in a roundabout way that you were going to go home and be with yourself.
Yes. Hey, I got high-speed internet.
Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
That's right.
I just felt totally awkward, and it's been fine since then. But I'm just not plugged in down here, and neither is Carla. And
Have
so
you made
now,
an effort though?
there's no effort to make. There are no people
There
down
are
here.
local meetup groups. There are
Okay, well,
websites. That
let me
can
tell you
meet
the effort I make.
friends.
All right, the effort I make. I get on my motorcycle yesterday, and I decide that after I do my cocoon rehab in the pool,
Right.
that I'm going to hop on my scoop because the back is feeling better. My back was so bad that I couldn't get on the motorcycle last week. I'm on it, and I decide that I'm going to zip on over to the local sports bar right around 12:45. Going to sit at the bar, even though I'm not hooching it. I'm going to chat some people up. And no sooner does my ass get down in the seat,
Yes.
young couple from New England sitting right there.
Perfect.
I'm like, this is going to be great. And guess what?
What?
She's from Connecticut. So I
Wow.
suddenly have this commiseration. And there's one chair between us. And so this guy comes in. Like, I'm 10 minutes into this conversation. I literally have my bar stool facing them now, not even watching the football game.
Oh, no.
And a guy comes in and goes, "Is this taken?" and
bad
it was,
luck.
Oh,
but
no.
but even though I chatted with him a little bit, the mojo was there. Another guy my age, maybe a little older, who was there, and he said, "Yeah, I come here all the time." Okay, well, I don't, and I was really enjoying my conversation with the other two people that he horned in on, and that. But the more I wasn't going to sit in the bar stool right next to them.
No, it's
that would be too
presumptuous.
needy.
Yeah.
That's
and-
that's maybe.
The bartenders down here are somewhat friendly. But you know, rare is the bartender that's the old school engage you in conversation.
This is
especially when it's busy.
they're tip-driven
It's
bartenders.
the wrong
yeah.
approach. You don't go to Moe's to find lifelong friends. You go and you meet people at these now meetup groups that are online that you have similar interests with people. Whether it's
I'm
biking.
not gonna do that. What are you high? I'm not gonna do a meetup group online.
Yes.
What the? Are you kidding? You
What
wouldn't
similar
do that.
interest?
You wouldn't do that. Yeah, similar interest.
What would he search?
I've been to meetup conferences. Hello,
You've been to
yes.
meetup conferences?
Yes, people that are into mobile apps. I've gone with Todd. We had a
Oh,
great
God,
time.
I bet you had a great time.
Yes.
With Todd,
I
you
would
brought
go.
a wingman.
I would go alone. Otherwise,
Oh, come off it! Like what in the name of
I've
God?
been
What would
going
I talk
since
about?
2007, Mike. At least once every couple months.
You go to a meetup.
Yes.
How do you find them?
Meetup.com. That's all you go
I
to.
am all ears.
And you type in whatever
Carla
you're
did
into.
it. Wait a minute. Carla did it.
Yeah, but
Carla did
your
a meetup.
Manic Mommy's meetup, right?
Yeah,
oh,
that's right. She didn't
Yeah.
like it, but she did. She tried it.
Yeah.
she tried it. And it wasn't.
Can you put
real
like
fun.
any category?
Any
into it?
category,
like older father,
and you could. Oh, that is not.
Well, I mean,
is
that would
not
be that would be
nice.
something that might, that would put you in a sphere of people that have similar interests than
Older
you.
father, young.
Thanks,
bride.
Rob. I appreciate it. Why don't you put yours in like pre-diabetic?
That's
Why don't
right.
you put that one in there?
Well, you know,
Both are
if I don't do it
categories.
until next week, I'll have to do post-diabetic. Or as we just call it in the biz, Mike, dying from sugar.
Sugars.
But
the sugars.
But to be fair, it's
You
been a
can
good.
find
ride.
anything. When I looked this up originally, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it, this is months ago when you first moved down there, and you were afraid of making friends. You actually were afraid of this very conversation that you were
Yep.
going to be alone.
Right.
And there were some guys that are into photography, into boating, into
photography, nude photography.
Tasteful, Mike. Tasteful nudes.
But if you're
nude
into
photography.
biking, that's a big. I mean, you're close
Well,
enough. You
you have
can get into
identified
that. Yes.
my great hypocrisy here. That I'm sitting here complaining about the loneliness factor, but at the same time, I really I'm gregarious in a social situation.
You want people to come
invite
to
me,
you.
You invite me to your party, and I'm probably going to have a pretty good time. But as far as initiating this, and here, this problem wouldn't be all that big a deal if I was out on the golf course. If I was out on the golf course, that would
Make
be my
friends,
number
yeah.
one hobby, and I would be able to hang with people and make friends because you're right down here, and it would happen. But not being able to get out there has been killing me down here, been crushing
Also-
me.
And things have changed. I mean, it wasn't that long ago we were working in a business environment where we were surrounded by people all day.
Right.
And
All
now
the time.
we've downsized and now you're
Right.
elsewhere and you're very
Right.
much and there's not the beauty of people coming to you anymore.
No,
and
it's-
it makes it
you know.
different. It's a whole
You
different
have
dynamic.
the opposite problem of what you had in Manassas. Now, this is important to note when you're looking for meetup.com or any meetup websites. The one website that will pop up once in a while simply because it's just one of these troll sites, and you should never go to it, is adultfriendfinder.com.
That's
a bang site,
hookup,
right?
Yeah, they're not the type of friends you're looking for.
That's a
Depends on
bang
how
site.
lonely he is.
No, I don't know if it's a bang site.
Bang
but-
site.
Well, it's a bang site, right? Adult Friend Finder is people that want to bone,
I
right?
just know when you're looking for friends, that will pop up in your search, and if you click on it, it's not okay. Not okay.
You're talking about somebody that doesn't even. If I do Xbox Live,
Yeah.
if I do Xbox, I don't even do Xbox Live. I will not even get. I don't want to let people in even on that level. But I will ask total strangers for medical advice.
You know who you are, Mike?
On those chat groups.
You are the emotionally distant gamer. That's who you are. They can't crack in.
I'm somebody that can. I'd rather. You know what? I think I'm very content complaining about my loneliness and really not reaching out to because then it's a commitment, and I'm not sure I want that.
But
you know?
what if, Mike? What if friendship is just around the corner?
I
You
would
could make
love
a
to
grand
meet. I would.
friend.
You know what? When you talk about older fathers, I would love to have like-minded people if I met like dads that were over the age of 45, that would be something.
That is
that'd be
what I
kinda
mean.
cool.
I really didn't mean it to sound as dickish as it came out, but I admit it did.
Your handle on the meetup groups could be Poppy.
Now he's being a true dick and on
Yeah,
purpose.
he is.
Poppy,
He
Poppy
meant that.
54.
No,
Poppy 54.
Put your
Poppy
age on it.
55. You got the
Oh,
age wrong.
oh,
Make sure
thank
you get the right age. Even the guy that was. Remember when I talked about the kid that was baptized, where you guys are going to be
Yeah.
in a few weeks from now. I'm walking out of the church, and the guy's an older father, and he's coming back at me, and I said, well done. You did a great job. He said, thanks. And he just kept walking. And I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. I mean, what does it mean? Maybe it's because I'm fat. Who knows?
No,
I don't
it's
know.
not that.
People
What
love a skinny
repels
man.
people,
No, the world
you know.
loves a fat man. That's the expression.
Oh, things have changed.
Well, they loved me. The couple loved me at the sports bar. The couple. What did he say?
He
What?
said that the world has changed, and that was the last card I held, that the world
Wow.
loves a fat man.
Things have changed. Look
I
at
am-
Hollywood.
I am so totally screwed.
Are you going to be doing one of your? Well, you know what? We'll save that for tomorrow.
Mhm.
We'll talk about if you're doing one of your crash.
I don't know. I don't know.
giants. Getting.
I don't know.
Let's get right to. We'll do, that's a totally. That's 2 segments.
Two segments.
Let's talk to Oscar about the game. So you got back from your appearance on
3
Sirius
a.m.
Satellite Radio.
Hit my bed
and
at 3 a.m.
Nice.
thanks to all of our listeners that listen
Yes.
to those guys.
Thank
you
you
had
for
a
the
good
support.
show.
Great show.
I love you like a son, but I'll tell you, I didn't love you enough to subscribe. But the fact is, well, I mean, because they were going to be on Saturday night, and then
Right.
I'm saddled with that garbage for the
Most people
the
did
rest
the
of the month.
free
you know.
30-day trial, Mike.
The free 30-day for I should have
Next-
probably done
next
that,
time,
you know.
next
But
time.
I have a rental car, it just didn't work. But anyway, so well, I don't have the receiver here in the house.
Oh, that's
you
right.
know.
It's all good.
Yeah.
No
But
worries.
anyway, so how was you made it back?
Made
Everything
it
was
back. The train
successful.
was great. Got back.
What
got in-
sort of a class of people do you see on the train on an
on
11
the
o'clock
Sella,
train?
which is the business class train.
Right.
You have it's the people that you want to do business
Now,
with.
this
Like
was
you-
on the way up,
On
right?
the way up. A lot
Sure.
of loud talkers though on the phone, telling everybody how much money they make. It's just a whole
Number
thing.
one, when I used to go to
Yep.
New York on a regular
Yes.
basis, the number one thing I hated were the loud talkers, always an attorney. It's like, yeah, all right, well, I told Bill that we're going to be able to do, yeah, you're absolutely right, and you just want to stab
Yeah.
them. That's why they have the quiet car.
Oh, the quiet car would have been great. I remember at one point Chad looks at me in Drab and says, "Why do we know so much about that guy?"
Exactly.
He's called 20 people in the last 2.5 hours.
Right. It was, well, did Chad do anything? Was he packing?
No, he wasn't.
On the way
packing.
up?
No. You can't go over state lines with that. You know that.
okay.
That's
I
right.
didn't know. No, I didn't know.
And we got back into town around 2:30. Both got our respective cabs and got back to our place. My head hit the pillow around 3 a.m. and I said, "I gotta wake up." To my girl, "I gotta wake up at 8:30. We gotta get to FedEx Field to get parking."
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pictures. There were a lot of people out there. Were these randos that were coming up to you? Or were
Yes,
these
they were
buddies
great
that you.
listeners that said they were going to be out there and to stop by their tailgate, which was cool.
Very nice.
When I went out, though, you should know that Shannon wasn't able to make it to the game because, as somebody decided to highlight on my wall, that she didn't go because she did have to study and she's got to keep that scholarship. So she wasn't able to make it to the game.
Wasn't the main reason you were going because she wanted to go?
Yes, but on Saturday before
this
I
is
got
a
on the
pep talk gone horribly
before
wrong.
Let me hold. I got to hear about this. Let's hear, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Big Spin Zone.
Yeah,
Not the No Spin Zone.
What do you
This
mean
is
the
the
Big
Big
Spin
Spin Zone.
Zone?
Well, she wanted to go to
It
the
was
game.
her
How
idea.
did you manage to get
It
that?
was her idea. She said
Really?
on Saturday, as I was heading off, waiting for my Uber to take me to Union Station, I said, "Make sure you pack something nice for tomorrow. We're going to probably get hungry. Everybody else is going to be tailgating. I don't want to mooch off people. Let's get something nice, right?"
Okay.
I left her some cash. I said, "Go get whatever you'd like. No Vegemite burgers or anything like that." And she said, "Well, I was thinking
Vegemite
I've
burger.
got a lot of hamburgers. I mean, I've got a lot of hamburgers here that you haven't made." But and I said, "Well, I was like, you figure it out. I have to go. I'm going on the train. The Uber is here." She
Right.
said, "Well, honestly, I have a lot of studying to do. I don't know if it's a good idea if I go." And I said, "Wow, that's disappointing. All right, let me call my friend Brandon."
It's a game. That's what I would have been.
And
I
I
would have
said,
been like,
I respect your hustle, keeping that B average. What I'm going to do is I'm going to call Brandon, one of my friends, and see if he can go.
honey, you sure you don't want to go to the game? You sure? Yeah, go without me. No, I'm going to stay right. Really, you sure? Okay. There we go. He's gone. There it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Which was great because if she wanted to go, she could have gone. She said she didn't want to go because she wanted to stay home and take care of some business.
Way to bring the burgundy and gold luck, Oscar.
Oh,
Way to
yeah.
do
Yeah.
it.
Arrive.
Well
I remember FedEx Field being as horrible as it was because it was. Parking, if you don't get there before 9 a.m., forget about it.
So did you get there before 9?
No, I got there at 10:30.
10:30, so it was pretty
10:30.
nasty.
Too
pretty crowded.
late.
Yeah.
Too late. A lot of driving around.
Yeah,
and
Still is it still the drink-a-thon that it always has been?
Yes.
At FedEx?
Alcoholism at its best. God bless those people.
Did you guys see the video of the couple at the LSU game over the weekend making out?
No.
They're making out. They're standing up, like obviously in a real steep section, and they're standing up making out. He is just faced, and you see them, and then as they're making out, they just teeter over and go like 3 rows down. Landing on people. Yes,
Not
drinking and
okay.
football, it goes together.
One of my friends had Dom Perignon. He was hanging out, just drinking that, and I said, "Oh, I'll have some of that. Why not? First regular season game.
It's like $8.
You don't look
a
really
sip.
great today. You don't look any worse for wear. You
No,
seem
because
like you
once
did
I
all
got
right.
in the stadium, I didn't drink at all.
Aha.
Because I said, you know
that's
what?
the key.
Got a big week coming up. Cat 2014.
Exactly. Don't want
to be hungover for that.
He said
big
Cat
day.
2014, Rob.
Yes.
Normally, it's only you that can trigger it.
You're so obsessive compulsive with everything. How do you forget that every
It's
time?
not his anymore.
With you, it's you.
No.
That's your thing.
Yeah.
He doesn't get
No.
to trip it.
Anybody says it.
Really?
Anybody says
Okay.
it.
That's
New
the new
rules.
rule. New rules.
New rules.
That's
New rules.
right.
I can do that.
New rules for what, Rob?
For Cat 2014 in Reno, Nevada, Mike.
You only have to tell him once. So was the game good or
The
what?
game was great. As soon as Robert Griffin III got hurt, though, you saw the cart coming out from the tunnel.
Yes.
And I looked at Brandon. I said, "That's for RG3." He goes, "No," because you couldn't tell. This is one thing that sucks, by the way. The experience of being in the stands, people cheering, that's a lot of fun, especially when there's a win, right? You can't take that away. It doesn't matter how crappy the tailgate experience may be, but the game, when you're in the stadium, well worth the dollars for the ticket. But when you see that cart coming up and the stadium doesn't tell you what's going on with your starting quarterback,
then you realize you want to be in front of your TV.
and you're like, this is why they
Right.
built Levi Stadium.
Yep.
With
Right.
internet access, because if you're not going to tell us that his ankle's hurt,
Yep.
hello, everybody's asking everybody. People are
And
asking
isn't it
people
nice
on
that the
Facebook.
Redskins faithful that were that bought all the RG3 jerseys have now anointed Kirk Cousins already? Cousins, now we're going to win the Super Bowl because of Cousins. Duh.
I was there. The man looked like Tom Brady. I kid you not.
Mark my words. Next week, you know what it's called, Oscar? Game plan. It's called game planning. Watch next week. If he has a great game next week.
I think he's gonna have a great game.
I might be believing. We'll have to wait and see.
I'm all ready.
He might have a great game next week if they played the same team again.
I mean, to be fair,
Yeah, we'll see. You know, I'd love to see it happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's take a break. When we come back, news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Hey, Joe, I think it's about time I proposed to my girlfriend of 5 years.
Finally.
All right. Tell Rob and Joe we need a new promo. That's time it said that one's retire that. I will be doing that now. This is my form of discipline for all the shows on the More Network.
Including
If
Tech
the,
411.
all of the promos will be blown up if I feel that they have their shelf life.
Understood.
That is what, a 4 month, maybe 3 month old promo, maybe.
When were they in here? It was like 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Yes, they cut that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, what a
No,
sticker.
that's the one before that. I think.
Oh, is that a
I thought
preview?
was before
All right.
that. I really because the one that was not one from their appearance, Rob.
No,
that
it
was
wasn't.
because he
Could've
talked
been an
about
older
his
one.
girlfriend. Yeah,
Could have been an
it's
older one then, yeah.
It's an older one.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. Brought to you by Stamps.com. Mailing and shipping things is a classic lose-lose situation. Going to the post office takes up all your valuable time. And leasing a postage meter is expensive, requires a contract, and has tons of hidden fees. Luckily, there's a better way. It's called Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, you can buy and print official U.S. postage with your own computer. They even send you a digital scale that automatically calculates exact postage. Stamps.com even gets you special discounts that you can't get at the post office. You can save up to 80% compared to using a postage meter. We use Stamps.com all the time to mail everything, and it saves time, money, and our sanity. Act now for a 30-day free, no-risk trial and $110 bonus offer, including a free digital scale and up to $55 in free postage. Just go to Stamps.com and click on the microphone and use our secret code TMOS. That's Stamps.com. Don't wait. Go there, and before you do anything else, click the microphone and put in TMOS for Stamps.com.
From around the globe, across the nation, and looking through your neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need. A comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, news you may not need.
About a week or so ago, Rofo, our numero uno intern, was actually trying to get the writer of Orange is the New Black on the show. One of the head writers for Orange is the New Black, I don't know if it's this person, is Lauren Morelli the person you're trying to get on the show?
No.
Okay, good.
No, he was having the actual author of the
original book.
The author of the book. Well,
yes.
one of the writers for the TV show says that she's filed for divorce, and it's a logical step since she's now realized that she's a lesbian and is dating one of the female stars.
This is hot on so many levels. And if you're an Orange is the New Black fan, Poussin is one of the characters. And he
Poussey.
Oh, sorry.
Poussey.
Excuse me. Apologize. Poussey. She's now dating Poussey, who's a very attractive African American.
And this lady's very attractive too.
Oh yeah.
Lauren Morelli's her name. She just filed divorce documents obtained by TMZ from her husband of 2 years, Steve Bessalone.
Hey, he's a good boy.
Hey, where'd she go? Hey, come on now. She likes chicks. Come on.
Gotta find me a girlfriend.
It's actually a joint petition, probably because Steve realizes that the ship has sailed. The story is amazing. Lauren began writing for Orange is the New Black 5 months ago after she got hitched. She says as she started writing for the main character, who had once been in a lesbian relationship, she saw herself in the character. Now, I will tell you that plot line, the lesbian plot line in Orange is the New Black, is absolutely beautifully written. I mean, rivetingly written,
yeah.
in my opinion. Lauren says she began to feel like a fraud, married to a man, but clearly gay. According to Lauren, as she began writing about Piper's blossoming relationship with the very hot Alex, I found a mouthpiece for my own desires and a glimmer of what my future could look like. Enter Samira Wiley, who plays Poussey. It's Lauren's new girlfriend. According to divorce documents, it's all very amicable. She gets her Lexus, her apartment, and her sapphire engagement ring. He gets the Mazda hatchback.
Wow.
Got bone sideways.
You know what? He might also settle if he get to watch. That's what we would want.
Send me some tapes.
Iggy Azalea denied rumors of a sex tape, claiming she never made one, but now her legal team is telling a different story. They're saying there could be a video.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies, but it would be the work of a bitter ex-boyfriend. Also, it might have been, quote, shot without her knowledge. Might have been.
Sure.
Well, the ex-boyfriend has come forward. He's a rapper who goes by the name Hefe Wine.
Delicious.
Hey, Hefe.
He says he'd be interested in making a deal for a porno company to release the tape. Class guy.
Yeah.
Classy guy.
And I like that he phrases it, Mike. He'd be interested in making a deal with a porno company.
And he swears he's not the one who leaked it. He says his hard drive was stolen. But he also says Iggy knew damn well she was being filmed having sex, and she was definitely over 18 because he didn't even know her when she was underage. So
poor Iggy.
Maybe something to look at. And Iggy Azalea,
she's definitely down under.
In case you missed it, Saturday Night Live veteran Bill Hader was on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live last week. Oh, I'm sorry I missed that. But he did have a great story about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Hader was Arnold's personal assistant on the 2002 movie Collateral Damage.
Did you
know
have
that?
any idea of this? I read about this morning. It's crazy.
The host was asking him a bunch of questions. We learned that Arnold was big into chess and he loved schnitzel, but that's not all. It almost sounds like he's telling a story here. Hader was asked to name the worst pickup line he'd ever heard Arnold use on a woman, and he says it was this. I think this is BS. The quote was, "Come back to my hotel room. I love the way my penis looks in your tiny hands."
Wow.
I doubt
what a
that's
line.
real.
Wow. And
Who
he
knows?
and later was the governor of California. I feel we should remember that.
America. Paris Hilton just ordered a tiny white Pomeranian puppy named Mr. Amazing.
Oscar's nickname.
I've trademarked that.
4.5 months old, has a 2.5-inch back, and stands just over an inch tall.
What?
Jesus. He appears to be the length of a pair of sunglasses and is only expected to weigh 2 pounds at most when he's fully grown. It is unclear how much Paris paid, but the business that sells these dogs says they're worth. Are you ready for that big one, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Would you like to guess?
30K.
I'll take the under.
You got it right, Rob. It's $13,000.
But still.
Jesus. I was just joking.
$13,000.
You can buy a
No
car.
Good Deed won the box office. Speaking of money, $24.5 million took the top spot at the box office. Dolphin Tale 2 in second place, and James Gandolfini's movie that we mentioned on the show earlier, The Drop, was down to sixth place with $4.2 million.
Still delivering groceries to Greg Norman's house.
That little dog, apparently you can't feed it after 9 or get it wet.
And now a little something. 60-year-old Cheryl Ann Pfeiffer, not Pfeiffer, of Grand Junction, Colorado, was outraged last Wednesday afternoon that the damn 11-year-old kid next door was in the backyard blasting music from his clarinet. The kid was in his backyard practicing his clarinet for, what a jerk face, for music class. Cheryl screamed at him to go inside. He told her that he couldn't because his baby brother was sleeping inside, so Cheryl grabbed her rifle. That's normal.
Oh, no.
Put 2 rounds in the magazine and allegedly pointed it at him, yelling, "Fire in the hole." Oh, God.
That's not even the right use of that phrase.
Okay.
She was arrested for menacing, child abuse, and prohibited use of a weapon. I know nothing about this 60-year-old, but all I'm saying is that maybe if there was a little fire in the hole, she wouldn't be so tense. Am I right, fellas? Yeah, there you go. Hey, how about that? All right.
Well, then.
We'll take a break, come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spiewak right here on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Do you care about technology?
Disfruta cuando la tecnología y el entretenimiento se unen.
You should care about Tech 411.
Echa un vistazo a la serie 411 en la tecnología más Broadcasting Network.
You can find it at morebroadcasting.com or on iTunes.
Suscribirse al programa en iTunes o Cocedora.
We're not gay.
Son como dos hadas.
What does gay have to do with this? You bigot. You should listen. It's a good show. Seriously. Please. Thank you.
Tech 411.
It's Tech 411.
Credit to Marcus Serta, who's now doing Oscars promos for him.
Oh, my God. Serta did that.
Americast.
Fantastic.
Thank you, my
love
I
that.
still need
All
new
right.
ones.
Without further ado, let's open up the Audio Vaults for Monday, September 15th, 2014. Rob Spiewak.
Yes, I've always liked John Heater. Is it John Heater who played Napoleon Dynamite? Is it Heater or Hater? I think it's Heater, right?
It's a Heater.
John Heater.
It's
And
really sad that he doesn't get enough press that we don't know his name.
That's true.
That's
And
a drag.
Mike, is the Audio Vault, do we have a sponsor today?
Oh, that's right. I got to get a sponsor on there. I completely forgot. FanDuel. That's right. Rofo. Rofo and I kind of sucked up the joint this week. We really did.
What happened?
Oh, he did great.
Very
You
sad.
guys
It's
didn't win the
Rofo's fault.
25K?
We did the 25K. What's the strategy for next week on FanDuel? The guy that I noticed that is going to win our league this week is going to win $25,000. And you know what? He has won before on FanDuel. I checked my little stats. I have not won on FanDuel. Rofo, what is our strategy going into next week?
Well, this weekend, I went to the store and I actually purchased a crystal ball. So I'm going to look right into that, and it's going to give me all the answers. I'm feeling good.
Well, thank you. If you haven't joined FanDuel yet, you need to change that this week. Turn your fantasy expertise into cash. Maybe you could join and have chats with a smart-ass intern every week. Be like Chris Prince of Detroit. He's won over $656,000 playing fantasy sports at FanDuel. FanDuel.com is the leader in one-week fantasy football leagues. FanDuel is paying out more than $10 million every single week this NFL season. You can't win if you don't play. Remember, there's a new user special, but the offer ends soon, so you got to act now. Click the microphone in the upper right-hand corner and use the code TMOS. Be the first 50 to use the code, and you get your deposit matched up to $200. FanDuel.com, FanDuel.com. Sign up today. We've already opened the audio vault. Take it away, Rob.
About John Heater, this is great because this is not part of Make-A-Wish as far as I can tell, and he didn't promote this. There's a big fan of Napoleon Dynamite. We know her only as Mary Elizabeth, and she's gone in for treatment of leukemia. And, it's very curable, and we wish her well. But he found out she was a Napoleon Dynamite fan and made this video for her.
Hey, how's it going, Mary Elizabeth? I heard that you're a pretty big fan of mine, and that's pretty cool, I guess. I just wanted to say good luck. Hang in there. You're going to do awesome. And just listen to your heart. That's pretty much all I do. So I heard your nurses decorated your room and made it all gold. That's like pretty much the best color of all time.
That's awesome.
All my nurses ever did for me were try to give me a root beer flavored lollipop after shoving a needle in my neck meat. Oh, I killed.
But I love calling
that's
attention
great.
to that because he's not doing it. And I know for someone who has had a kid in that situation, it's got to mean the world to them. So what a class
absolutely.
guy.
Good for him. So he falls into the good guy category. That's terrific.
Now, also, perhaps a guy that maybe should have kept his mouth shut is I think he's from South Carolina.
By the way, I hate to interrupt you, but
Yeah.
is there? Do they talk about Napoleon sequel? That's a movie that screams for a sequel.
Well, they did the wedding sequel, that short thing where Kip got married. That was after the movie was released. But
that was after the movie was released.
That was
so that's
tacked onto the DVD.
Well, they tack it on every time it runs on cable too now. But I could totally go for a Napoleon sequel.
And you know what? One of the few movies that really does get funnier
And
every
I
time
hated
you
it
watch
forever.
Yeah.
Oh, so did I hated it at the beginning, and then I just it grows on you.
First time I watched it, I was like, what's the deal? Why does
out?
everyone like this? Congressman James Clyburn of South Carolina is wanting to really mobilize the troops for the election, but watch what you say, Congressman.
That's the kind of stuff that we've got to do today. Use the tools that we have. We can text, what we call it, sexting. Let's do some voting, organizing.
I don't think he wants them out there sexting. Does he want that? I don't know.
No,
Sex your way to victory. Yay.
One of the best things, Mike, about having two kids in middle school is not the fact that they're growing up, but that neither one of my children, for the first time in years, neither one is playing the recorder. I hate this instrument.
You hate the
recorder? But it's even worse when it's playing a song that it shouldn't be playing, like Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus.
Oh, God. I can't stand it.
Thank you.
I can't stand it. I can't do it. And it's bad recorder, too. It's badly played recorder.
Well, I mean, even the very best recorder is still really bad. As I was down this bunny trail, Mike, are you familiar with the instrument, the melodica?
No.
The melodica looks like a small piano keyboard, but the sound is generated by blowing through it.
So, I think I've seen that.
So
yeah,
you like
it's like
blow through
almost like an accordion.
And again, it's just odd choice. Here is the theme to Jurassic Park played on the melodica. Killed me. And the fact that they started with the right intro.
Start it again. Start it again, because that is funny.
Pretty
as hell.
brilliant.
I like that. Okay, we get it. That's
Okay,
good.
cool.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I like dog videos, and we always like talking dog videos. Huskies seem to be the most vocal breed of dog.
So true.
And here is a dog named Blaze who does not want to be put in his kennel. So when the owner starts saying, "Blaze, it's time to get into the kennel," he goes limp on the ground, and it sounds like he's saying, "No, no, no."
Time to go in the kennel. Kennel time. Kennel time. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, please. Come on, kennel time. Come on, kennel time. Time to go. Kennel time.
Poor little.
Come on, kennel time.
Great.
Did anyone watch Miss America last night?
I did not. I did not have the pleasure, but I
No.
guess New York did a three-peat. Right?
Three-peat for the state of New York, and her talent, Mike, was singing the song "Happy" while banging a plastic cup on the stage.
I haven't heard this, but I heard everybody talking about it. She's good.
Her voice is good, sort of in a Florence Henderson way.
Let me hear.
Doesn't really match the record.
I think she's good.
Yeah.
Did they not mic the cup well enough?
She wasn't doing a lot of fancy cup action.
Oh, I thought she was doing like what you see on, you know.
little bit,
Okay,
yeah.
a little bit. All right. Oh.
I could have seen more. I actually seen better at my kids' talent shows.
Really?
With the cup
Oh,
action.
come on. Really? Are you? Why are you so down on her?
I think it was lazy. You know what I want to see, Mike? I want to see juggling.
That's the misogynist Rob right there coming out.
I want to see
Ah,
juggling.
she's beautiful. What a bitch.
And would it kill a woman to spin a plate on a stick? Just once. Just once. Just because you're pretty doesn't mean you can't entertain me. That is your Magic Audio Vault. Have a great Monday, everybody.
Thank you.
All those turn downs for prom. God damn it.
That's right. Anyway, that concludes our broadcast day. Dry your eyes. It's not goodbye just so long. You can always write us a letter. Send it to TMOS, P.O. Box 2796, Leesburg, Virginia, 20177. And if you want to be in the wonderful, legendary mailbag on Thursday, it's Rob at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Remember, today's the day, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, CAT 2014, the Mike O'Mara Show Live. We return to the Mandalay Ballroom at the Circus Hotel and Casino Saturday, November 15th. Here's the number. Please, please, please call. 800-648-5010. Tickets are available starting at 1 o'clock Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, and we will see you there. That's it. Got to get out of here. So long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. Now that the show's over, don't forget to sign up for your free trial of Personal Capital right now. Go to MikeO'MaraShow.com and click the Personal Capital banner, or go to personalcapital.com/TMOS. Again, click the Personal Capital banner on MikeO'MaraShow.com, or go to personalcapital.com/TMOS.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.